Oh, hello. We meet
Hello
again.
again.
How lovely. Ah, good to see you again.
Me too.
Lovely. How are things going?
um, I was doing busy a little bit because
Yeah.
I went to the culture center for learning computers.
Oh,
The
good
computer,
grief.
especially particular editing, video editing, and
Ah, video
yeah,
editing.
yeah, something like that.
Ah, I'd love to be able to do that.
I
Yeah.
want to make a video about my families, especially my little boys. But
Yeah.
my editing is not good now, but I am doing and learning about editing. So someday I think I could make my beautiful, lovely videos.
That's fantastic. That's such a good thing to be able to do. I need computer lessons because I don't understand them. I
Well, yeah,
really,
I think computer culture center has there are many older people
oh, good,
yeah,
good.
which who want to learn about computers. As you
Yeah,
know, older people usually do not dare do not dare computers and technology
I know.
devices. So they are very enthusiastic than younger people. So
Well, I
I'm very
suppose so.
respect of them. So a few several I made several friends. They're older than me, but they're very generous, and I think I am. Uh, I like older people than my age. Mm,
Yes, yes, yes. I think I did when I was young. I always found it interesting to talk to older people. I
yeah.
used to. My grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
she was very interesting. She'd been a dancer, a
Mm-hmm.
professional dancer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and she went all over Europe
Mm-hmm.
dancing,
Wow. Yeah.
and it was very interesting to
Uh-huh.
talk with her.
Yeah, and
She'd
they're
been,
usually talkative because they're lots of there has lots of experience
yeah,
than young
exactly.
people. Mhm.
Well, my grandmother, she was in Berlin, in Germany, in the 1920s. So that's 100 years ago.
Wow,
I mean,
incredible.
she's been dead for well more than 30 years,
Mm-hmm.
but she was born well. I think in 1906, 1906, she was born.
Uh-huh.
And when she was maybe 16, 17 years old, she was a professional dancer. And she went to Germany, Berlin, before the war,
Mm-hmm.
after the First World War, but before the Second World War. She was in Germany dancing away. The Tiller Girls, that was the name of the dance troupe. They were famous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Tiller Girls. So, yeah, it's always good to talk to older people
Yeah, I
and
think
listen to their
her is
story.
a real proof of proof of history.
Yes, yes. Well, they have lived through all
Mm-hmm.
this history.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And this technology, technology,
Mhm.
oh, it's difficult for me to say. I'm English. This technology revolution has happened in my lifetime. Well,
Mhm.
since I've been an adult, really. That's why I don't understand it, because at school, well, no
Mm.
computers, nothing.
Yeah,
So
I totally
I don't
understand it
understand it.
because my mom, I live with my mom. She couldn't deal with for example, computers and technology devices, but I think she is pretty wise than younger
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
most
yeah.
older friends in South Korea around me, they're basically very wise and generous than my age's people.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. I think so. Yes, same in Spain. In Spain, there's big families. They all live
Hmm.
together. And your mother, she lives in that lovely house that you showed me. Yes, that's her house, is it? And that beautiful villa by the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Yes. Um, but yes, I would love to know how to edit. I take videos on my phone.
Hmm.
Uh, well, I mean, even I can do that. You just press the thing and and record it. That's easy enough. That's quite simple. But
That's all.
to to edit it, I wouldn't have a clue. I would have no idea. But it'd be great to learn. And then you can add music, can't you? You can add music to the video you've made,
Hmm.
and cut it and put one bit over there and another bit over there, and make it how you want it. Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
obviously you didn't learn how to do it in one lesson, so you probably have to go back for more lessons, do you? You'll
Hmm.
have to go back there and do quite a few lessons to learn how to edit videos.
Yeah. But I actually I couldn't do than my age people about very specific uh, technologies, but um, I I think just learning is very important because I
Yeah,
couldn't do that very well, but just learning new things and making new friends and
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yes. Most of the kinds of things are more important to live real life.
Yeah,
I think
you're quite
so.
right. Yeah, oh yes, it's important to never stop learning. Yeah, to
Mhm.
always try and learn something new, or read a new book, or go to a new place. It's always worthwhile, isn't it? However old you are.
Yeah, just the kinds of attitude is more
Yeah.
respectable.
Yes, yes. Although some old people are quite grumpy, aren't they?
Mhm.
In my day, and always talking about how
Yeah,
good things were when they were young and how
yeah.
bad things are
Some
now.
of the people do not. Some of the people said that kinds of lessons are unnecessary for me. But
Yeah,
I think that kinds of attitude is not good for their brain health. Or
yes, quite right. Yes, I wish I could. I don't know. Maybe in my town, I could go to some lessons about
Mhm,
computers. I'm okay with the phone. I feel quite comfortable using
mhm. Yes.
this, but this laptop, I'm quite frightened of it. I'm frightened of pressing the wrong buttons. I'm frightened of deleting everything. I'm
Uh-huh.
frightened
But you are
Uh,
doing very, very good and very well now because you are making new friends
but
who live in South Korea as
that's
me.
very true. It's lovely. I mean, where else could I meet?
Yeah.
Well,
As
I
soon as
dare say,
as soon as I see on this Cambly uh, tutor screen, I was very present. So wow, I can meet you again.
oh, well,
So
that's lovely. Well, I hope we can continue meeting each other every few days, once or twice a week,
I'm very
whenever.
thankful you remembered me.
Of course I did. Yes, I did. Of course I do remember. I have to say, honestly, I can't remember everybody, but you, yes, I did. Of course I remembered you. Yes, and most people I try and remember because, if you like somebody, if you get on well with somebody, you remember them, don't you?
Mhm.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Um,
I think I'm something special.
yes, I think so.
That's my
I
joke.
Well, I so enjoy I do really enjoy this job because I thought, I I haven't been doing it that long, a month, 5
Mhm,
weeks, less than 5 weeks, but I thought, "Oh, I just don't know what on earth is going to happen." I didn't know, and, I really enjoyed it, but you see, I really do enjoy it, but I'm
mhm,
just so frightened of, the laptop. And I know people say, oh, you can never delete everything from a laptop. Well, I don't know. I think you can. I've
mhm.
deleted things by mistake in the past, and I've no idea, by mistake, I don't do it on purpose, and I've no idea where they've gone. So I don't know. I think it's quite easy to get rid of everything. So I'm very frightened of computers.
Mhm.
But that's because 'cause I'm getting old, I remember when I was, young, I was about 27, and
Mhm,
I was staying with my parents, and we got our first, video recorder
mhm.
that you put those huge tapes in. The tapes were
Yes,
about
I
this big.
remembered when I was young, that videotape was very popular.
Oh, yes, they were very popular,
Mhm.
and, this was second-hand, I remember, so it wasn't new, this video recorder, because they cost a fortune when they first came out. They were like, 3,000 US dollars for one of these,
Wow.
video machines. So this was second-hand, and, I remember I was staying with my parents, and my father kept shouting. Would be upstairs, and he'd shout out,
Mhm.
"Simon, come and put the video in the machine and press play." And I said, "Oh God, can't he do it himself?" I used to, but you see, he was old. He was 70 something, and he didn't understand how to operate a
Uh-huh.
video player. It wasn't a recorder; it was a video player. He didn't know how to operate that. Well, I thought it was
Mhm.
quite easy. Even I could do
Mhm.
that. You just pressed play and it worked, but he couldn't get his head round. And now I feel like my father because I don't understand computers, and I have to summon a young person to come and
Yeah.
help me.
I think now you can understand your dad, right?
Yes, I do. I totally understand
Mhm.
how he just couldn't get his head round. There's a machine that you can
Mhm.
record things from the television. I mean,
Yes.
quite magical in those days. It's 35 years ago or something.
Mhm.
It was wonderful. You can actually record a television program, and you could
Yeah.
record it in advance. You could press a few buttons and record
Mhm.
something that was on in a day or two's time. So it was quite magical, and I quite understand how he couldn't understand it.
Now that that memory was just a memory.
Yes, yeah, yeah. And now here I am in the same boat as he, in the same boat. Do you know that expression, in the same boat?
In the same boat. I probably understand because same boat is same situation now.
Yes, exactly
Yeah,
right. In the same
right, right.
situation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm in the same situation as he is. I don't
Now,
understand.
recently, idiom is very interesting to understand because
Yeah,
that idiom are including um, native culture and lifestyle.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
etc. Yeah.
That's right. It's what different countries have different idioms, don't they? I suppose. I don't know if the Americans would say in the same boat. Perhaps it's just a British thing. I'm not sure. But
Hmm.
yeah, we have a lot of things in common.
Wow. Now 12 a.m. here is midnight
Is
here.
it midnight?
Yeah,
Good
I
grief.
think
Good
you made
gracious.
my day
Oh,
because
I say.
yeah,
Well,
we
I'm
are
so
we
glad.
are through 2 days.
Good. Well, you must. I try and I wasn't on this for the last 2 days, but I'm going to be on it for the next 5 or 6, I think. But
Mm-hmm.
of course, it's very late where you are, isn't it? It's four p.m. here, afternoon. So
Mm-hmm.
quite
I,
nice.
I, I think I'm very enthusiastic student to learn
Yes.
new language because at this time, as you know, I haven't been outside of South Korea, but I am chatting with you mm, like this.
Yes, yes. Well, it's lovely. I've never been to South Korea, but I feel I'm in South Korea when I'm talking to you, and especially when
You
you
are
showed the.
luckily on other live in another country for a long time. You are
Yeah.
better than, than my situation.
Ah, yes, but you've got a
I'm
lot of.
always stuck in South Korea.
Ah, well, yes, but you've got a lot of time in front of you, and when the children get older, you can travel more, can't you? You want to, I know you do. Uh,
I'm going to I will travel England.
yes, yes, well, yes, of course. I mean, it is. It's a very, very interesting and very beautiful country. It's very green because it rains
Yeah,
so much.
I love
So,
England singers. You know,
ah,
Adele and Sam Smith, and um, they are different different generation
oh,
on
yes,
you.
well,
Uh-huh.
yes, I don't know any modern singers from England.
But they are number one now, Billboard
Are
chart
they?
and the
What are they called?
UK chart. After this lesson, you can research Sam Smith and
Sam Smith.
Adele.
Ah, no, never heard of
Oh,
them.
you should you should heard about them.
Oh, I can't say. I'm just like my father again. He used to. Oh,
Mhm.
never heard of these people.
Oh, I think
And,
you are in you are in same boat
in the
with
same
your
boat.
dad.
Yeah, exactly. I stopped really being interested in music, I suppose, in the 70s, 1970s. I used to know all the groups then, and I mean, I loved the music of the 70s, but by the early 80s, I was still very young in the 80s, but I was losing
Uh-huh.
interest. I was
Uh,
losing interest.
don't worry about it. But I love Whitney Houston, but she is
Oh,
not from the UK. She is American, but I
that's
love
right.
her
Yes.
beautiful songs.
Yes, well, even I've heard of her. unfortunately, she's dead, isn't she?
Yes, right. She was
Yes, yes, that's right.
addicted with the drugs, and then
Yeah,
yes,
I
she
watched,
died. Mhm.
yes, very sad. Yes, I can see her face in my mind. Yeah, very beautiful, very lovely voice, good songs.
Mhm.
Oh yes, I had heard of her. I've heard of a few more modern
Mhm.
people. Well, I mean, I even like some modern music. If I like a song, I can put it on the phone. YouTube. I look
Oh
on
yes, right.
YouTube.
YouTube
And,
is very very great.
yes, it is, isn't it? And then I put it aside. I must have about 250 songs on there,
Uh-huh.
but from all different times, mostly the 70s, 80s, but some modern songs as well.
Oh yeah, when I was little, I was listening to old pops because then there is no internet in South Korea, so
Oh,
we
really? Yeah.
yeah
Well,
I
yeah.
think
Was that?
we when I was young we usually uh, listen all the pops, but nowadays, as you know, internet is spread all around the world,
Yeah.
so I can listen new singers, especially
Yeah. Yeah.
Billboard chart or UK chart. I can hear at the same time.
Yes. Well, isn't that wonderful? I remember on my 13th birthday, I was given a tape recorder. Well, that was like the most amazing thing then. It was a little thing that you put cassettes in and you could record your voice, or you couldn't plug it into anything. You had to just use a
Mhm.
microphone. And so if you wanted to record something from the radio, some pop song, you just had to put the microphone up
Oh yes, right.
against the television or whatever and record
Uh-huh.
the song. But
Yeah.
that seemed amazing at that time.
Yeah,
And
that's why I am learning English like this.
ah, yes,
I want to more informations about YouTube or world news,
yes,
especially
yes,
yes. BBC news are very very. I think BBC news is more um, more sorry more neut- neutral
ah,
neutrality than
yes,
other
neutral,
yeah
neutral.
neutral than other news. CNN is totally left side. For
Yeah,
example,
that's
Fox
right.
News is totally
Oh,
right side, but
that's
BBC
right.
is, I think, keep the BBC keep the justice or
The balance.
other
They
news,
keep a good.
and they
Yeah.
are BBC is always neutrals.
Yes, that's good. Yes,
Hmm.
yes, you said that very well. Yes, neutral. They are supposed to be because
Yes.
we all. Well, I don't because I don't live in England anymore. But everybody in England has to pay for the BBC
Hmm.
a license. You know, they if they
Yeah,
watch
I know.
BBC.
Korea has like that kinds of
Oh, right.
same KBS
Ah,
KBS.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
same.
Oh, right, you have to pay for that.
So we pay, yes.
Ah, well, yes, so everybody pays. If they've even if they don't
Yeah,
watch BBC, they
we
still
pay
have to
over
pay.
$2 in every month. Every month,
Oh, well, so it's quite cheap, isn't
like
it? I
tax.
think
Mhm.
it's, yeah, it's probably a bit more in England, maybe about £150 a year.
Oh.
Not too sure. Maybe less. Probably it is less.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you don't watch it, you have to pay. If you've got a television, you have to pay this fee. So they're obliged to be neutral. You know, they can't
That's
be
right.
left wing or right wing. Sometimes people complain and say, "Oh well, look at them. Look at bloody BBC, or they're too left wing or they're too right wing." But no, they do try and be
Mm-hmm.
neutral. And yes, they are good most of the time. So yeah, I think people are quite proud of the BBC, even though we
Yes.
complain that we have to
And
pay.
the BBC has creatures, diverse creatures documentary. So
Ah,
we're
yes.
very grateful. Number one,
Oh,
any
yes, yes.
any kinds of any kinds of any
They
kinds
do
of
do.
broadcasters couldn't follow BBC. It's
Yes,
particularly documentary part.
yes. They
Yes.
are good at their documentary
Hmm.
nature programs.
Yes.
David Attenborough.
Yeah. My
Um,
kids love BBC's kids program,
oh,
CBBS,
yeah.
and
Yes. CCBs.
yeah,
Yes.
CBBS,
Yeah.
and that BBC documentary is always always incredible. Absolutely.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yes, incredible. Good word. Yes, they are. And the nature documentaries by this man, David Attenborough. He's been going for decades. He's 90 something now, but I
Hmm.
think he's still making programs,
Yes.
nature programs, all about the blue sea and the green earth. Yeah,
Hmm.
very interesting, very fascinating. But now we can all make our own videos. And I'll tell you something I really like the idea of these drones that you can buy. You know, these flying machines.
Hmm.
They're called drones, aren't they? And you,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know drone.
do you know what I mean? I think they're drones.
I
You can
know.
go out and buy one in a shop, I believe.
Hmm.
I think, and then you can fly these drones around, and well, I'm not quite sure.
Drone shooting technology is wonderful
Oh,
because
yeah,
we can see another view, another from
yeah,
another
yeah.
view.
I would love to get one of these drones, but then I think to myself, okay, you'll use it once, but then maybe not use it again for a year.
Oh, I want to buy drone for shooting.
Well, yes, especially as you're doing your editing
Hmm.
course,
Yes.
be
Hmm.
great to have some aerial shots, wouldn't it? And I'd love to take some aerial shots of my area because it's a nice area. There's lots of green and the sea, of course.
Hmm.
So I'd love to take some aerial photographs. But then I think to myself, well, after I've taken these marvelous shots,
Uh-huh.
and then I'd think I'll probably never use it again. So uh, what's the point? But fascinating machines.
Hmm.
I guess you send them up into the air and you operate it with the telephone.
Yes, right.
Oh, well. Whatever next? This is what old people say. Whatever next? Whatever's going to come along next. I know what will happen next. I'm sure in a few years' time we'll be watching television, but the
Mhm.
characters won't be on a screen. They'll sort of be in the room with you. If you're
Mhm.
watching like a drama play on television, the characters will be actually in the room with you. You know, there'd be some sort of 3D laser technology thing, and they'll be in the room, and you'll be able to interact with them. I'm sure this will happen.
Mhm.
I have a thought.
Oh, we got out of time.
Oh dear, it's gone really quickly, hasn't it?
Yes.
How long have we been talking? It seems like 15, but I think it was 30 minutes,
Mhm.
was it?
Yeah.
Good grief. Well, Ellie, I hope I'll speak to you again very soon. It's been
Yeah, why
fascinating.
not?
Really
Bye.
lovely to
Have a
speak
great
with
day.
you.
Yeah.
Yes, and you. Well, it's night time.